Have you ever pondered over the differences between veganism and vegetarianism? These are two dietary choices that have gained popularity over the years, each with its unique characteristics and reasons why individuals embrace them. Veganism, at its core, is a lifestyle choice that seeks to exclude all forms of animal exploitation and cruelty. This means not only eliminating meat from the diet, but also dairy, eggs, and other animal-derived substances. It's a commitment that extends beyond food, influencing choices in clothing, cosmetics, and more. On the other hand, vegetarianism is a dietary choice that primarily involves abstaining from meat. Some vegetarians, known as lacto-ovo vegetarians, continue to consume dairy products and eggs. Others, known as pescatarians, include fish in their diet. The common thread among all vegetarians, however, is the exclusion of meat. Why do people choose these diets? The reasons are as diverse as the individuals themselves. Some adopt these lifestyles for health reasons, driven by the desire to lower their risk of chronic diseases, maintain a healthy weight, or simply feel better in their bodies. Others are motivated by ethical considerations, such as animal welfare or environmental sustainability. And for some, it's a mix of these reasons, coupled with personal beliefs and preferences. In the realm of nutrition, both veganism and vegetarianism can provide a wealth of benefits, from improved heart health to a lower risk of certain types of cancer. However, they also present unique challenges, like ensuring adequate intake of certain nutrients typically found in animal products. Yet the choice to become vegan or vegetarian extends beyond what's on your plate. It's about aligning your actions with your values, making conscious choices about how you interact with the world around you. It's about understanding the impact of your choices, not just on your health, but on animals, on other people, and on the planet. As we delve into this topic, you will discover that the choice between veganism and vegetarianism is not just about the foods you eat, it's about your overall lifestyle. First off, let's examine the vegan lifestyle more closely. Veganism is more than just a diet. It's a lifestyle that revolves around the principle of avoiding all forms of animal exploitation. This approach to food extends beyond your plate to other areas of life, including clothing and products tested on animals. But today we'll focus on the dietary aspect. A vegan diet excludes all animal products and byproducts. That means no meat, no dairy, no eggs, no honey. You might be wondering, where do vegans get their nutrients? Well, it's simpler than you might think. Protein, a nutrient often associated with meat, can be obtained from a variety of plant-based sources. Lentils, chickpeas, tofu, quinoa, and even peas pack a protein punch. Then there's the question of vitamins and minerals. Vitamin B12, for instance, is crucial for nerve function and can be found in fortified plant milks, breakfast cereals, and nutritional yeast. Iron, necessary for red blood cell production, is plentiful in foods like lentils, spinach, and fortified cereals. Now, onto the health benefits. A well-planned vegan diet can be rich in fiber, antioxidants, and beneficial plant compounds. These elements can lead to lower risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. However, like any dietary choice, veganism has its challenges. Ensuring a balanced intake of nutrients requires careful planning. It's essential to be mindful of potential nutrient deficiencies, particularly with vitamins B12 and D, calcium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Supplements can help bridge these gaps, but it's always best to consult with a healthcare professional before making drastic changes to your diet. Veganism also requires a commitment to reading labels and being aware of hidden animal-derived ingredients. It may initially feel like a daunting task, but with time, it becomes second nature. Clearly, veganism is a lifestyle that requires careful planning and commitment, but it can bring numerous health benefits. Now let's turn our attention to vegetarianism. Navigating the world of dietary choices can be a bit like walking through a maze. You've got myriad paths to choose from, each with its own set of twists and turns. Vegetarianism, like its close cousin veganism, is one such path that's gained considerable traction over the years. At its core, being a vegetarian means excluding meat from your diet. But unlike veganism, it doesn't necessarily mean saying goodbye to all animal products. Dairy and eggs often find their way into a vegetarian's plate. Now you might be wondering, without meat, where does the protein come from? Well, there's a common misconception that vegetarians struggle to get enough protein. But in reality, a well-planned vegetarian diet can provide all the protein you need. Foods like lentils, chickpeas, and quinoa are not just high in protein but are also packed with essential vitamins and minerals. Speaking of vitamins and minerals, a vegetarian diet can be a treasure trove of nutrients. Leafy greens, fruits, whole grains, and nuts are all staples of a vegetarian diet and are rich in nutrients like iron, calcium, and vitamin B12. But it's not just about what you're getting in, it's also about what you're leaving out. By cutting out meat, you're also reducing your intake of saturated fats and cholesterol, which can lead to improved heart health. But like any other diet, vegetarianism is not without its challenges. It requires careful planning to ensure you're getting a balanced intake of nutrients. And finding vegetarian options while eating out can sometimes be a bit of a challenge. Yet, despite these potential hurdles, the health benefits of a vegetarian diet are numerous. From reducing the risk of heart disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer, to promoting a healthy weight, the perks of going meat-free are hard to ignore. Like veganism, vegetarianism also requires careful planning but can bring numerous health benefits. Whether you're considering this path for health, ethical, or environmental reasons, it's clear that vegetarianism can be a nourishing and sustainable choice. Beyond the nutritional aspects, ethical considerations often play a significant role in the choice between veganism and vegetarianism. When we dive into the realm of animal rights, the vegan lifestyle presents itself as an outright champion. Vegans abstain from all animal products, be it meat, dairy, eggs, or even honey. They argue that this approach is a direct action against animal exploitation, factory farming, and the often cruel conditions in which animals are raised for food. On the other hand, vegetarians, while also caring for animals, are usually more focused on the aspect of killing animals for meat. They believe that by avoiding meat, they are making a significant contribution to animal welfare. However, they do consume dairy and eggs, products which, some argue, still contribute to animal suffering in the industry. Next, let's consider the environmental impact. Both diets have their merits. A vegetarian or vegan diet typically has a lower carbon footprint than a meat-based diet. However, veganism takes it a step further by also avoiding dairy and eggs, industries known for their considerable contribution to greenhouse gas emissions. Now, on to sustainability. A vegan diet being entirely plant-based can be more sustainable as it typically requires less land, water, and resources than both vegetarian and omnivorous diets. Conversely, vegetarians might argue that their diet is also sustainable as they don't contribute to the demand for meat, which has a hefty environmental cost. But it's important to remember that sustainability isn't just about the environment, it's also about the ability to sustain the diet itself. For some, a vegan diet might be too restrictive, making a vegetarian diet a more sustainable choice for them in the long run. In the end, both diets have their unique ethical considerations. The choice between veganism and vegetarianism often comes down to personal beliefs and values. Do you prioritize animal rights above all else? Or does environmental impact weigh heavier on your conscience? Are you willing to make drastic changes, or do you prefer a more gradual shift? It's evident that both diets have their unique ethical considerations, and your choice will depend on your personal beliefs and values. So what have we learned about veganism and vegetarianism today? We've spent some time unpacking these two dietary lifestyles, diving into their differences and similarities, and honing in on the nutritional aspects and ethical considerations associated with each. Veganism, as we've learned, is a lifestyle that excludes all animal products, not just in diet, but also in clothing, cosmetics, and any other products that involve animal exploitation. It's a commitment to reducing harm to animals and the environment. Nutritionally, while it requires careful planning to ensure all necessary nutrients are met, it's entirely possible to maintain a healthy and balanced vegan diet. On the other hand, vegetarianism allows for a bit more flexibility with variations like lacto, ovo, and lacto-ovo vegetarianism. It excludes meat but may include dairy, eggs, or both. Similar to veganism, a vegetarian diet can be nutritionally balanced if well planned. We also dove into the ethical considerations of both lifestyles. Generally, both vegans and vegetarians aim to reduce harm to animals. However, vegans extend this philosophy beyond the dinner table, boycotting products that exploit animals in any way. In terms of health benefits, both diets have been associated with lower risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and certain types of cancer. But remember, these benefits are usually seen in those who follow a balanced and varied diet, regardless of whether it's vegan or vegetarian. Ultimately, the choice between veganism and vegetarianism should be influenced by your personal health needs, beliefs, and values. You might opt for veganism if you feel strongly about animal rights and environmental sustainability. Alternatively, You might choose vegetarianism if you're looking for a diet that excludes meat but still allows some animal products. With this information, you are now better equipped to make a dietary choice that aligns with your lifestyle and beliefs. Remember, the best diet for you is one that you can stick to and that makes you feel good, both physically and ethically.